Hi everyone, today we are going to be working on finding the area of irregular polygons, so that's finding the inside part of what is enclosed by the walls. If we were to find the perimeter, we just add all of them up. But the first thing and the easiest thing to do when solving for these problems is to see if you can break it down into two different shapes. So for example, if we extend this line here, we have a shape here, and we have a shape here, and we know that this is a rectangle. This is also a rectangle because the sides are not equal, and we know how to solve that. Our area is length times width. So first thing we want to solve is this triangle that I kind of highlighted in red. So we know our area equals length times width. We don't know area. We know that our length is 12. And we know that our width is 8. So we know 12 times 8, we would get 96 feet squared. Next, we are solving for this one. So we know that our area is still length times width. We need to find A. Our length would be 7, and our width is 5. So our area is 7 times 5. We get 35 feet squared. So here is our step 1 to find the area of this rectangle. Step 2 was the area of this rectangle. And then our third and final step is adding these two numbers together to get the total area. So set it up, figure it out, 96 plus 35. You would get 131 feet squared, and that is our answer. And I just want to point out, so this says 15 feet, that represents this entire bottom line here, but we broke it down into two separate rectangles here. But if you do 8 feet is down here, and 7 feet is down here, so if we did 8 plus 7, we would get 15. Here's our next and last example for today. So we have this big rectangle, and then we have a small rectangle inside, but right now we want to find the area only of the shaded pieces. The first thing I'm going to do is find the area of the big rectangle. So area equals length times width. We know that our length right now is 12. And we know that our width would be 14. So now I want you to solve 12 times 14. Pause the video if you need to set it up to solve it, and then press play. I'll have the answer. What you should have gotten is 168, and I forgot to add my units, but we're just going to do meters. So 168 meters squared is the area for this big shaded rectangle. Next, we're going to find the area of this tiny rectangle in the middle. So we know that our formula is still area equals length times width. Our length is 6 times our width, which is 3. And now we just solve to multiply. So 6 times 3, we would get 18 meters squared. So this problem, we are finding the area of just the part that is shaded with these red lines. So that means that this little blank piece in the middle, we cannot count it in our final area. So we are not adding together our 168 and 18 because that would include this in here. So if we want to exclude it, we are subtracting the small rectangles area from the large rectangles area. And that would look like this. So our area for the large shaded rectangle, all of this is 168, but we need to take out 18 from our 168. So you set it up like this, pause the video so that you can solve it, and then check back for your answer. So the answer you should have gotten was 150 meters squared. So first thing we did, we found the area of this entire rectangle, and that includes this little blank space in the middle. So this 168 is all of the triangle, including this inside. This one, we found the little mini one inside the big one, and then to solve, we subtracted what the entire rectangle's area was minus the missing blank spot to get our answer.